Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Malice, and I'm playing some Verruckt, some BO1 Verruckt again. And yeah, for those of you still playing this old relic, yeah, you know why? Cause this is the best. This is the best game ever, man. So Verruckt was definitely a map that everybody found difficult. You know, you didn't have pack a punch, you didn't have any open areas to train in. So yeah, a lot of people they found it as a difficult map, and even playing it competitively, like this is definitely not a map where a lot of people enjoy playing competitively, but it was definitely a map that people would say, yeah, it was definitely one of the hardest, and it's because of the close quarter areas. You don't have anything like any wonder weapon with unlimited damage, and yeah, so doing all that clutch on the high rounds, yeah, it's definitely a pain. So and there's so many things that could go wrong, especially when you're running the traps. If you don't hoard them up right, they one or that loose one can always come out and get you. So yeah, you got to use a speed weapon. Which recently I've been watching somebody try to beat Fur's world record. If you guys don't remember me making the video, I made a video on the world record on this video, and it's Fur. So there's a guy right now. I think he's from Spain. His name was what's his name? Nestor, and I think he's from Spain. Yeah, he's right now. He's currently been trying to play it. I saw him like an hour ahead of Ferd's world record, so which was pretty much looking like he was gonna beat it, but didn't happen. And he did that right when I was making the video on for when I made the video on Ferd's world record explained. So on this map, so yeah. But this map, yeah, it's definitely a tough one. You're watching people do it competitively, or even for beginners, or any regular guy that plays zombies regularly. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't like it because it was a pretty tough map, man. You're pretty limited. You don't get any, like I said, wonder weapon with unlimited damage. You got to rely on the traps, which makes it kind of, very slower paced. So, and you pretty much only got like the ray gun early rounds, and a lot of people didn't even like that. But man, if you're not using it during the early rounds, yeah, it's I would recommend it because it's one of the most optimized ways of playing this map. So later on, you're gonna see how I run the strat, which is the strat that Fur used, which you keep the door to speed cola room closed. Tough strategy, man. It's definitely fun though. It puts you on your toes and reflect. If you want to get better at zombies, this is definitely a game to do it on, especially on a map like this. It'll teach you some lessons on how to not get pinned, how to clutch out, how to move around the zombies. How to dance with them, man. You gotta mambo with them. You know what I mean? You gotta be smooth and slick. You gotta know how to like twist out of situations, how to shake screen. So the newer games, they kind of cater to you a little bit, and then there's some maps where you don't really rely on that because like when I was doing what you call it, like Shangri-La, yeah, when I was doing that map before this, you have like the baby gun, and that one has like a lot of ammo, so you're able to use that anytime you're in a situation where you feel like you're gonna get caught up, or you're gonna get pinned. So whereas this map, you don't have that. You got to be thinking preemptively every time what you're gonna do next. Because if you slip, oh man, you're going down. And on this map, I think on this game, I went down a couple times because I hadn't practiced this in a long time. So yeah, I was really rusty doing this. I definitely got to work on it so I can get better and do round 30 without doubting. So yeah, because this map is pretty tough. You're always in a tight spot, and then you got to know your drop cycle, which is a mistake I was making. So if you didn't know this, if you have more than 4 windows open with zombies coming out, if the zombies open up more than 4 windows, you're gonna get carpet drops. So if you have only 4 windows or less open and the rest of them are boarded up, you don't get carpet drops. So that's something you want to exploit, and also getting your setup like the ray gun and hopefully monkeys, and whatever your other weapon will be, something that like you could use a dual wheel CZs or just a regular gun, I guess. And you're using that for like when you get the insta kill drop, and you're gonna be shooting them with that. And then when you don't have insta kill drops. You're killing them with the ray gun, and then you use a monkey and bouncing Betty combination. So yeah, that's pretty. It's super fun, man. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It feels really cool being that, really having those reflexes, and you gotta be slick and you gotta be fast and quick on your toes. So I love it, man. A lot of people, I could see why they wouldn't be into that, especially because that's how these newer games are. You don't really get to see that as much anymore. Everybody's using these broken, overpowered, easy weapons and all this stuff now. So all this equipment and the perks you get, and it makes the game a lot more fun in a different way. Like on Ascension, it makes it fun when you're camping in the power switch room, but on the newer games, man, I see people just sitting in one spot and like, wow. Okay. I mean, if that's fun to them, that's cool, man. Yeah, whatever works for you. But on this game, nah, man, you gotta think. You gotta be fluid. You gotta know how to. You gotta be quick. So I love it, and you're always having to be on the go. This is definitely a map where, if you told somebody, yeah, I could do 100 on that. Oh yeah, I know how to do that strat, which is the newer strat, by the way. The newer strat on this map is like, okay, so where I keep the speed cola room door closed, you would have it open, and then right there where the power switch room is, you don't open that door, you keep that door closed. So it's pretty much the other way around. Whereas in this game, I did it the old way, the way Fur did it. There's a new strat which is way faster, which is possible to beat the new world record if you run that strat. And yeah, it's a little bit faster, so it's a little bit harder. I haven't tried it yet, but I should definitely get around to it, because that strat came out way after when I took a 2-year break from zombies. Well, it's not that I took a break, just you get busy with life, so you don't have time to play. So yeah, but the strat came out during that time, and I missed out on trying it out. But watching people do it, I watched Slayer do it. Oh man, that dude, if you guys don't know who Slayer is, you gotta check him out. I watch how he does this, and it's amazing, man. It's super amazing watching somebody do this game, because the only thing that could save you is a monkey bomb, I guess. But yeah, once again, you have to do that preemptively. You cannot do it when you see yourself already in trouble. So that's what's so cool about it. This map, yeah, you don't really have much to save you, And there's maps that are tougher, because there's some maps where you don't even get perks. So yeah, or you got to go longer without a perk. But still, it's definitely one of the hardest maps. It's definitely, if it's not in your like top 5, at least have it in your top 10. As far as people's favorite type of map, oh, it's definitely not up there. It wouldn't even be one of my favorite maps. It's definitely one of those maps where I'm like, man, that's a hard map. Let's try that. And then once I do it, cool. Not something I want to play again, because it has so. It doesn't really have anything to make it fun. Like on Shang was a little bit more fun, because you have like the baby gun, and that, to me, that's more fun. I don't know why. I just feel more fun when I'm able to kill it. But they don't have traps on Shang, so you gotta really rely on those drops from the monkeys, and it makes it pretty tricky, which is what makes it a little bit more fun too. So yeah, Shang was a hard map, and this map is definitely hard. But oh man, not relying on traps, which slows the pace. To me, that just makes it boring. High running is just something that's not fun. It's not likable to a lot of people, and I don't blame them. Even I get bored with it. I haven't been doing any high rounds lately, so I've just been playing other maps. I've been wanting to try this map for a while and talk about it for a while. So yeah, this map is it's pretty good. I would recommend it. At least try it a couple times. If not, yeah, I don't blame you. It's not a beginner friendly map. It's not a very talked about map too much. But when people mention hard maps, yeah, I think this one is, if it's not mentioned, it should be mentioned. And I've seen people even say this is the hardest map, and I wouldn't even argue with them, because there's ways, well, especially when it comes to like playing it competitively. Oh man, yeah, there's just so many ways that you could just easily die, and you don't have anything to save you. So there's no T-gun, no WAF, no wonder weapon. You don't even have like anything or perks or anything that's gonna save you if you get pinned. So yeah. And yeah, man, the Black Ops 1 version is definitely the most difficult one. So try it out, man. It's something worth, feeling good. It feels like an accomplishment when you can when you can do when you can grind the rounds out on here. Yeah, I always have a good time replaying this. All right, guys. That's pretty much all I can think of talking about for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed and enjoy the gameplay and have a good day, man. All right, you guys take care.